Hello students, as in previous video lecture, we discussed about the first kind of organization structure, that is functional organization structure. In that topic, we learned about the meaning, structure, advantages, disadvantages and suitability of functional organization structure. Now, in this video lecture, I have covered the second organizational structure, that is divisional organization structure. As you know, there are mainly two organizational structure. One is functional organization structure, then second is divisional organization structure. Let us go through the meaning, structure, advantages, disadvantages and suitability of this divisional organizational structure. First, let's see what is the meaning of divisional structure. Dividing the whole enterprise according to the major products to be manufactured. So based on the types of product manufactured in the business organization, we are going to dividing the entire organization into separate divisions. That is called divisional organization structure. There is a simple difference between functional and divisional organization structure. What you are going to do in functional organization, you are grouping the activities which are similar in nature under one department. But what you are going to do here, dividing the whole enterprise according to the major product that are to be manufactured in the business organization. Say for example, there is an XYZ company, they are manufacturing the products relating to garments, and also they have manufacturing the product relating to footwear, and they are also manufacturing the product relating to cosmetics. At that time, the organization is going to divide based on the type of product manufactured. So here the company is going to divide a separate division for a garment division, footwear division and a cosmetics division. Like that, they are dividing the entire organization based on that division. The each and every functions are to be performed. That is called divisional organizational structure. So very simple, the word itself indicates dividing the entire organizational activities based on the products manufactured. According to the product manufactured in the organization, we are making a separate division in the enterprise. That is called divisional organization structure. So once you go through the structure, it would be very easy to understand. So how the structure of divisional organization. So like in each and every organization, we can able to observe managing director. He will be at a top level management. Below him, so he made an separate division for the types of product manufactured. Say for example, here is an XYZ company. They are make a separate department for cosmetics. They made a separate department for garments. They made a separate department for footwear. They made a separate department for skincare product. So like that, they are dividing the entire organization based on the type of goods manufactured. So for each and every divided product, they have a separate departments like HR department, marketing department, research and development department and purchase department. So like garments, they also have HR, marketing, R&D and purchase department. Like the company also manufacturing the product relating to footwear to monitor that activity. So they have the department of HR, marketing, research and development, purchasing department, and also they are manufacturing the product relating to skincare. For that also they have a separate departments like HR, marketing, R&D and purchasing department. So like that we are dividing the entire organization separately based on the type of goods manufactured in the enterprise. That is called divisional organization structure. Hope you understood by looking into this structure. Managing director, they divide the entire organization into separate department for each and every type of goods manufactured like cosmetics, garments, footwear and skincare. Like that they have divided the organization for each and every division. They have all the departments in the enterprise. This is about the structure of divisional organization. Then let us move to the advantages of divisional organization. So as you know, the functional organization also have some advantages and disadvantages. Here the divisional organization also have some advantages and disadvantages. Let's see what are the advantages. Means benefits, or it is also called as merits of divisional organization. The first advantage is, with the help of divisional organization, product specialization can be found that will helps in overall development of departmental heads. So where in each and every organization they made a separate department or division based on the product that would be headed by a departmental head. So for cosmetic they have manager. So the manager can able to get the product specialization because he is expert in that product manufacturing process. That is why it provides the product specialization in the enterprise. That is the first advantage. What is that? We can able to get product specialization. Then second is, it helps in fixation of responsibility and accountability of departmental heads. Accountability is nothing but answerability. So where in this kind of structure what we are going to make, we are dividing the enterprise based on the types of product manufactured. For each and every division we have a separate head. The head have responsibility and answerability for timely completion of the given targets and the given achievements. That is why where it can easy to fix the responsibility and answerability of the departmental head. So where the footwear division is headed by a manager, so that a manager is held responsible to complete the target which is given by the managing director. So that is why it helps to fix responsibility and answerability. Then third is, it provides basis for assessing performance of each and every departmental head. So where in this example we have 4 departments or divisions. One is cosmetics, second is garments, third is footwear, then fourth is skincare. Based on this division we can able to compare how the divisions are working and how the departmental heads are taking initiative to achieve and increase the sales of the enterprise relating to their specific line of product. So that is why where it provides the basis for assessing the performance of departmental heads, where the managing director is going to provide targets for each and every divisions. Based on that target, it would be very easier to compare the performance of all the departmental heads based on their divisional activities. This is about the third advantage. Then fourth comes, that is, it facilitates in expansion and growth. When the company diversifying its manufacturing of product into different lines, at the time the market would be get more advantageous for the organization, where it can able to expand and where it can able to start the new branches in all around the cities or in different localities. That is why it facilitates in expansion and growth of the entire organization. When the company making more divisions, then automatically that indicates the company is getting more demand, and it would be going to establish, or it will going to enter into more diversified product, and also it will going to start more branches in different localities. That is why with the help of divisional structure we can able to get expansion and growth of the company. All these four about the advantages of divisional organization structure. The next is disadvantages or limitations, or even though it is also called as drawbacks of divisional organization structure. There are mainly three disadvantages. One is conflicts may arise among the different departmental heads. Here D bar H means departmental head. So where there may be a possibility of arising conflicts between the departmental heads. In what matter? In allocation of resources. Say for example, managing director has given a target for each and every department. According to that, he need to allocate the finance, he need to allocate the raw materials, and he need to allocate the human resource, and he need to provide all the machines and the equipment. So while distributing all these resources, some of the divisional head may get more resource, some of the divisional head they get less resource. At that time it may leads to conflicts between the various departmental heads. That is why the first major drawback is conflicts may arise between departmental heads in the matter of allocation of resources. Either it may be relating to allocation of funds, allocation of human resource, or allocation of all the resources required for the divisions. Some of the divisional head they get more resource, some of the divisional head they get lesser resource, means it may leads to conflicts. Then second is it may lead to increased cost. How it means? The cost is to be get increased, but in the case of functional structure it enjoys economies of scale, whereas divisional organization structure may lead to increased cost. Why? Because here what we are made, we made the separate division based on the product manufactured. For each and every division they have provided with HR manager, marketing manager, research and development department manager, purchasing department manager. So along with the divisional head, all other persons they are working under him, that is why it may lead to increased expenditure. So that is why the second disadvantage is the cost may be increased, because the divisional head is also provided with the 4 assistants or 4 functional heads that may leads to increased expenditure. That is the second disadvantage. Then third comes, that is the departmental head supervise activities relating to only one department or one division. So relating to one division. So say for example, the skincare departmental manager, the departmental head of the skincare, he only concentrate and he only achieves the target which is given only to him. He does not look about all other divisions in the organization. That is why the entire organizational activities cannot be monitored in the departmental or divisional structure. That is why where the departmental head supervise activities relating to only one division. So only he looks about the skincare activity or this department. So this is about the 3 disadvantages of divisional organization structure. The last concept in this divisional structure of an organization is suitability. So it means in which kind of organization and at what kind of situations this structure can be applied. So there are only 2 kinds of situation or 2 types of organization we can able to adopt this organization structure. One is, this structure is suitable in organizations which are producing multi-products which requires product specialization. The meaning only says divisional organization means dividing the whole enterprise according to the major product that are to be manufactured. So that is why this kind of organization is more suitable when the companies are producing more types of product in the organization. That is one situation. Then second is growing companies which intend to add more lines of products in future. Those kind of organizations may adopt this structure. Say for example, the company is getting more popularity, the company sales are getting more increase. At that time, if the company plan to produce a other kind of product by the organization means, at that time this structure can be applied in the enterprise. That is why the growing companies which intend to add more lines of product in future, those kind of organizations may adopt this structure. These 2 about the situation at which this divisional organization structure can be applied. This is all about the second organization structure, divisional organization structure. What we learned? We learned about the meaning of organization structure, its 2 types, and those meaning, structure, advantages, disadvantages, and suitability. There is an practical oriented question from this chapter, that is organization chart showing divisional and functional structure. For this question, you need to draw a chart which shows both organization, that is functional organization, and divisional organization. The chart is like managing director. So below him there are 4 divisions: cosmetics, garments, footwear, skincare. So below all these divisions we have a separate functional departments like human resource department, marketing department, purchasing department, and research and development department. Simply if you draw this chart, you will going to get 5 marks. That is why this question is very important for practical oriented section. This is an practical oriented question which is from the 5th chapter, organizing. Thank you.